Okay, so when you launch your Illustrator, okay, you will get an interface something like this, depending on your version. Okay, even if you are using an older version, if it is not same with the what you call my interface, okay, what you can do is you just go to File and then you go to New. All right, File, New. If you don't have your welcome screen like this, or if you're using new version, then you can go to New File. All right, so you go to New File, and then okay, this is the important part that I mentioned. Okay, you need to know the size of your bunting or your banner size. All right, so usually for big large format printing, right, okay, we will use feet. Okay, the unit that we use is feet. Okay, so if you look at this over here on the right hand side on my screen, okay, you have pixel here, you have to change it to inches or feet. Okay, older version don't have feet, so you need to change to inches, and then you have to convert your size. Okay, for example, can someone let me know what is the standard size for a bunting? Standard size for a bunting? Anyone? 2 by 5? Some more? 2 by 5? Some more? 3 by 6? Some more? 10 by 5? 10 by 5? 10 by 5 bunting. Okay. 10 by 4. Okay. So the 10 by 5, 10 by 4, okay, that one more categorized as a banner. All right. So the one, the landscape size. Okay. The one, bunting is the one portrait size. Okay. The one you can see on any events, right? They will use a stand, or sometimes they will hang it on somewhere, and sometimes you can see on the roadside. If there is any new development going on, a housing area, whatever, they will use a bunting hang on the lamppost, for example. Okay, so usually 2 by 6, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, and then the roll-up bunting will be slightly wider a bit. Okay, maybe 3 by 5. All right. All right. So if you have that measurement, right, let's say 2 by 5 or 2 by 6, okay, that is in feet. Okay, so you have to convert into inches. Okay, how many inches? 1 feet? Anyone?
12.
12. All right, very good. If you're not sure, go and Google. Okay, you type 1 feet to inches, and then you'll get the answer. All right, like a calculator. Google can work like a calculator. All right, so here, okay, the inches 2 times 12, let's say. Okay, so I key in 24 width, and then the height, let's say I'm going to put a 5, let's say. Okay, 5 times 12, what do you get? I'm weak at maths. 5 times 12, 16. All right, thank you. Okay, so done. So I changed the unit to inches, and then the measurement 24 by 60. Okay, the width is 24, the height is 60, and then orientation you don't have to change, because when you key in the width and height, it will automatically become portrait. Okay, the artboard is how many pages or how many design that you want to create. Okay, it's like pages. All right, so you can increase or you can leave it as one artboard. And then you have bleeding over here. Usually for large format printing, right? Okay, they don't exactly put the bleeding, but if you want to put also can, nothing wrong with that. Then later on they will cut. Okay, so if you put, it's better. If you don't put also, it's okay, because large format, when they print, right, they will cut it manually. All right, so the error is not will be very visible actually, right? Unless if it is a book, it is like a brochure flyer, then you definitely must put pleat. It's a must. Okay, flyer, brochure, business card, and then maybe a book cover. Okay, you must put a bleeding. All right, so in this case, I'm just going to leave it as 0. And then the color mode. Okay, since they're going to print it on a printer, so you change the color mode to CMYK. Okay, so and then another thing that the color mode, right, they are not going to use the offset printer. They will use a digital printer, large format digital printer, or an inkjet. Okay, so you can, even if you use RGB, the color won't be not very much different, so you still can be printed if you use RGB. So for since we are doing printing, I'm going to leave it as CMYK. And then the raster effect. Okay, this one, right, for printing, usually we use 300 PPI or DPI, dot per inch or point per inch. All right. So this one for screen is digital media. Let's say you're creating a social media post, then you put 72. Or if you're doing for printing, then you can put 300. Normal printing means like a A4, A5, A3 or whatever, then you can put 300. But for this one, I can leave it as medium 150. Raster effect only works when you rasterize a vector file. If you don't rasterize, this one is not relevant. All right. Okay, later I'll show you what is rasterizing. Okay, then you go to create. Okay, can everyone do the same thing with me? Because later in the form, right, for you to get the certificate, I'll be sharing a form. You need to upload your design. Okay, so that's why I want you to create as well. Okay, and whenever it comes to learning something, right, you will understand better. You will remember longer when you apply it. Okay, if you just just watch the video, right? Okay, or just watch this lesson. Okay, you can understand. Okay, but only when you apply, only you will know what are the problems that you will face. All right. Okay, no worry, Farhan. You still can submit. No worries. Okay, because only the submission part I didn't make it compulsory. Okay, the attachment part. So you still need to follow along the lesson and submit the form. Okay, whoever done with your design, please do share. Okay, in case if I have any project in future, I'll maybe pass it to you. Okay, all right. So I'm going to click the create button now. Okay, again, inches 24, 60, bleed 0, CMYK, raster effect medium, then create. Any question over here? Any question?
No.
No.
No question. Thank you. So I'm going to click the create button. Okay, let me just reset back my workspace. Okay, so let's say, for example, when you open, create a document, right? Okay, quick question here. How much bleed should we put for a book or a flyer? Okay, minimum is 3 millimeter. Usually I put 1 centimeter. Okay. Ivan asked me privately. Okay, all right. Okay, for book or flyer or brochure, whatever, right? So you can put 1 centimeter or 10 millimeter or 5 millimeter. Okay, Haikal, I'll come to that. What is bleeding? All right. So let's say we already created an artboard. Okay, you will see some panel on the right hand side. Okay, some panels on the right hand side, and then on the left hand side you will have toolbar, and then on top here there is some option or the control on top. Okay, all this, right, you can access from your window menu. If you go to window menu on top, okay, you can see there is control, which is the top one. There is some area that you can edit, right? Okay, this is what we call as control. If I uncheck this, I don't see my control on top. Go to window, click control. So you get option for you to edit. And then if you go to window, toolbar, you can see there is basic and advanced. All right, so by default, it will be basic. So you choose advanced so that you have more tools on your toolbar on the left hand side. Okay, and then other panels, for example, like layer, color panel, all right, also you can open like properties, layer, color will be always using. So I already open it right now. Okay, and make sure your layer is long enough in case if you have a lot of layers. Okay, thanks, Farhan. I should go slow a bit. All right. Okay, anything you don't understand? Which part I went too fast? I belum buat apa-apa lagi.
Again.
What's that?
Again.
Again, kat mana again?
From the toolbar and etc.
Okay, from the toolbar and the workspace and all that. Okay, nampak tak? Can you see on top here? There is a control option here. Whenever you change any tools, right, you will get more option. Or whenever you select any object, you will get more option. For example, let's say I go and type my text. Okay, I go to my type tool. then I have option to change the text, the font family or the font type. All right. And then this control, if it is missing, then you go to window and then you go to control. Window menu control. Okay, if I uncheck, I don't get that. If I go to window again, I go to press the control. I get the top part. Okay, on the toolbar, the left hand side. Okay, these are the tools that you use to create design. All right. So this toolbar by default it is basic. If you go to window, toolbar, basic. If you go to basic, right, you can see only one row, and then you can count how many tools you have over here. But if you choose window, toolbar, advanced, you have more tools over here. All right. So usually I'll let my student know to, open it to advanced. Okay, so that you can see all the tools over there. Okay. All right. So that is toolbar. And for the panels, okay, usually these are the commonly used. Okay. Of course, there are other commonly used tools. For example, the character panel to change the font type, the font setting. Okay. Or maybe the gradient panel. Okay. Gradient panel to to mix the colors. Not instead of one single color, you can mix more color. All right. Also, you can open. And also, there are more panels. For example, appearance panel, align panel. All this we open whenever we want to use it. All right. So far clear?
Yes.
Sir, what is about 3D and materials? Please tell.
3D and material. Okay, so we are not going to cover 3D and material on this lesson in Illustrator. Okay, for after 2022, right? Okay, you can actually create 3D models in Illustrator and you can export it as a OBJ file, as a 3D model file.
Okay, sir.
All right. Okay, so for that, okay, you need to go to open the 3D panel. Okay, all these are panel for your info. If I go to window and then all these names, right, are panels name. All right. So you use the panel, then you create the object. Okay. For example, 3D here, you can actually, for example, you can create a text, for example, then you can extrude. You can create a curve like a cup outline, then you can revolve to create a 3D object. All right.
It means
then you
it
can
is
apply
similar
material,
to
you can change the lighting. Yes.
Okay, it means it is similar to AutoCAD, like AutoCAD commands, or some, or
something.
Different.
Yes, AutoCAD extrude. Yes, correct. But AutoCAD is more technical drawing, CAD drawing application. So you need to put all the measurement. But this application is not a technical application. It is more for visual purpose.
Okay, okay.
All right. Okay, cool. Okay, done with the panel. So I already opened my color panel, properties panel, layer panel. Okay, any other panel I need, I will go to window and then I choose the panel that I'm going to use. Okay, now done with that. Okay, let's try to create something. Okay, the first tool that you see on your toolbar is your selection tool. Okay, very important. Selection tool. And then there is another one is a white color arrow, which is direct selection tool. Selection tool is to select your object. And of course, you can modify. You can change the position. You can scale the object. You can rotate the object. Okay. But this direct selection tool, you can change the component of the object, which is the anchor point or the handle. Okay. To change the shape. For example, if I go to create a rectangle shape, can you see the rectangle tool on my toolbar? Can you see there is like a box shape icon? Okay, that is your rectangle tool. If I click the rectangle tool and then I click and drag in my artboard, okay, I will create a rectangle shape. Then immediately I go to my selection tool. I can move the object. I can scale the object by clicking at the corners here, at the side, at the top. Okay, you can see whenever I bring my cursor to the corner, my cursor changes. Then you click and drag. Whenever I bring my cursor to the side, to the left or right, I can click and drag when the cursor changes. Okay, this is selection tool. And also to rotate, if I bring my cursor outside of the box, can you see there is a double arrow, a banded double arrow? You click and drag to rotate. Okay, you can rotate. If you, let's say, if you don't want to rotate, you want to undo back, you press Ctrl Z. All right, so Ctrl Z to undo. Okay, done. And then you will see there is a small circle at the corners. Okay, this small circle is to make your object a rounded object. If I click and drag the small circle, it will become a rounded corner. Okay, so these are the things mainly you can do with your selection tool. Okay, other than this function, yes, Catherine?
Sorry. How come your one is black color, my one white color?
Okay, you don't like black. Okay, I change it. Okay, now you're happy? Just kidding lah. Sorry. By default, it is white color. By default, it is white color. Because previously I created object black color. So that's why now when I open back, it applies the black color. By default, it is white color with a black stroke. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, by default, when you see it's white color, right, the line is very thin, right? Because our document is very big, right? Bunting is very big, right? So that's why the line looks very thin. So if you want to increase the stroke width, you can select your object. Select means you click on the object. Make sure there is a blue color box highlight. That means you have selected.
Okay.
All right. So once you have selected, you can see on the control on top here, there is a stroke with 1 point. This is the default value, the stroke thickness. All right. So you can increase the stroke thickness to make it thicker, and it will be clearly visible.
Okay.
All right. So another function of your selection tool is to exit from other tools. If let's say I use my rectangle tool, I draw some object. Then if I want to exit from the rectangle tool, I need to click the selection tool. If I don't exit from rectangle tool, right, I might accidentally draw another rectangle. Click, click, click. It will keep on creating rectangle shape. All right, so we don't want that. So let me just undo back, Ctrl Z. Okay, so immediately after you complete drawing or doing whatever you are doing, you change your tool to selection tool. So that if you accidentally click anywhere, you will not create anything else. All right, clear? Okay, now let's say this object, right? So let me just make it a normal back, not rounded corner. Okay, let's say if I want to reshape this design, this rectangle shape, I want to make it into a different shape. Then I can use my direct selection tool. Direct selection tool is the white arrow. Okay, click the white arrow or the direct selection tool, and then click on your object. Click at one of the anchor points. You see, when I bring my cursor to one of the corner, it says anchor. Okay, then you click and drag to reshape this object. Okay, I'm going to click and drag another anchor point, click and drag another anchor point. Okay, something like this. From a rectangle shape, you create a Loki logo. Understand? Okay, so I don't want a Loki, I want Nike.
Can you repeat again the direct selection?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so once you created a rectangle shape, right? Okay, let's say I undo back. Okay, once you selected your created the rectangle shape, if you want to move, if you want to rescale, you use your selection tool. Okay, to resize means still the shape is rectangle. You see, I'm using my selection tool now.
Okay.
Okay, if I want to change the shape, I don't want a rectangle, I don't want a square, I want a different shape. But same points, let's say. I have 4 points at the corners, 4 anchor points at the corners. So I go to direct selection tool. Okay, when I click at the direct selection tool, right? If I just simply click and drag, you see everything is moving together. Okay, because all the 4 anchor point is selected. So what you need to do is you click and let go one time at one of the anchor point. Then only you click and drag again. Click lepas sekali, then again you click and drag. Faham?
Oh.
All right. So I'm going to change the shape. Let's say I click and drag, click and drag, click and drag until you're happy with the shape. Okay, something like this. Understand or not? Understand or not?
So when I click the direct selection tool, right? So you said we have to go to the anchor point, but how to
Go to the anchor point.
so some like I cannot, if you cannot see like the clearly the point, how like
Okay, if you cannot see the
Zoom.
point clearly, okay, good question. Okay, I cannot see my anchor point clearly. So what I do, I go to my direct selection tool. Can you see my cursor now? It is
yes.
outside of the box, right?
Okay.
You click and drag, draw a window around this area here. Then you let go.
Okay.
It will select the anchor point. Then you again bring your cursor near the anchor point. Then you click and drag. Understand? This is a designing software, so you must precisely click at the anchor point. Okay, and you must use a mouse. Cannot use your trackpad, dekat keyboard, dekat on your laptop.
Okay, got it.
Yes, Catherine, you too. All right. Okay. So now use your direct selection tool. I can change the shape. Okay. So now we have a basic shape like this. Later on, what we can do is, for example, I can change the straight line into a curvy line, something like this, to create a Nike logo. Okay. Of course, I still need to modify lah. Not exactly Nike, something like Nike. Understand? So the fundamental is you need to use the direct selection tool. All right. Clear?
Wait, how does it curve?
Later. Curve is later. All right. Repeat which one, Zikri? Curve later. Curve later. I want you to, okay, what I want you all to do, okay, since some of y'all, most of y'all never used Illustrator before, when we create a new artboard, the view will be something like this, right? Okay, and then to navigate, to zoom in and zoom out, you can hold your control and space bar. Hold your control and space bar, you can see your cursor change to zoom tool, then you click, click, click. Or you can click and drag to zoom in. Okay, to zoom out, you press Control 0. Control 0 is to fit to your view. Control plus also can for zoom in. Control minus to zoom out. Can you see in your keyboard plus and minus? Can you see plus and minus in your keyboard? So you hold your control, click the plus, press the plus button. Control plus, control and minus. All right. And then after you zoom in, for example, let's say I zoom in, but I can't see my object, right? So you hold your space bar. Press and hold your space bar. Using your mouse, you click and drag to pan in your drawing. Okay. If it is too big, then you can press Control minus. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Control plus, Control minus, Control 0. All right. Okay. Now you create a rectangle shape. Let me delete this. Okay. Let me press Control 0. So that I can see the entire shape. Okay. Before you design any banner, bunting, whatever, you need to know what exactly you want to create, right? So what we will do now, we will create a line over here, a diagonal line. Okay. And then another line at the bottom. In the middle, in between the line, we're going to put image. Okay. And then outside of the line, we're going to put a background color. Then we will put a text, a simple one. Then later, if we have enough time, then we will create more design. All right. So for example, if I want to draw a line, okay, so I can use the rectangle tool. I click and drag to make a big rectangle shape like this. And it is outside of the artboard because I only want the top line and bottom line. I don't want to see the outside part. Okay, whatever you have, it doesn't matter. All right. After you draw the rectangle shape, you go to your direct selection tool. You click and drag from outside over here. Can you see my dotted window selection? Let go. Then you click and drag this 2 anchor point up. If it is too thin, then select the bottom 2 anchor point and you click and drag down. Something like this. Understand or not? So inside here, we're going to put an image. Outside here, top and bottom, we want to put a plain color. Clear?
Yes.
Can you do it now?
Yes.
If you need me to repeat, please let me know.
Sorry, how to enlarge the rectangle?
Can you repeat, sir?
Control 0. Is it? Press Control 0. Okay, so again, I'm going to create a rectangle shape. Go to rectangle tool. You click and drag. Okay, if it is, let's say you accidentally created it smaller, like this, right? So you can go to your selection tool. You click and drag from the corner. Click and drag from the corner. Something like this. If it is too up, you want to put it in the middle, let's say. So you just click and drag the stroke, the black color stroke, right? You click and drag down. Something like this. Okay, then you adjust the position. All right, after you created the rectangle shape, you go to your direct selection tool, the white color arrow, you click and drag. Can you see my cursor now? Click, hold and drag around this line over here. You will select the 2 anchor point. Then you click and drag up. Something like this. Okay, can you do first? If done, let me know. Okay, Farhan done, Rex Wong done, Ivan done. Okay, Madiawati done.
Done,
Okay,
sir.
done. All right. Okay, so I'm going to proceed. Please take a look. Okay, this line, right? Okay, instead of just a straight line, we want to put some pattern on the line. Okay, we don't want to just leave it as a solid, thick line like this. So what we do is we go to window. Okay, we go to window, and then at the bottom you can see there is a small arrow. You click the arrow until you can see there is a brush libraries. Okay, go to window. At the bottom you will see brush library, and then you go to artistic, and then you choose chalk, charcoal, pencil. Click that, you will get another panel. Can you do that now?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you done that?
Yes.
Okay, so when I click this, I will get this panel here. I'm going to make this longer a bit so that I can see more brushes, or you can scroll your mouse to see more brush preset here. So select using your selection tool, select this rectangle shape here, and then click at one of the preset. Then you can see the design for the line changes. Understand?
So I think we should like engage the stroke, right? To see the
Yes. Okay, this is a preset. Okay, if you having a preset, right, what you do, if you increase over here, okay, then it will be increased as well. Nampak?
But
On the control up here, there is a stroke, 1 point. By default, it is 1 point. So you click at the number here, and then you press up arrow key in your keyboard. Okay, and make sure at the side it is not visible. Left, right, it should not be visible. I want it to be on top and bottom only. Let's say if you want to mix the shape, let's say the first brush that I choose is this one. Okay, if I want to use another brush at the same time, what you do is you make a copy of this rectangle shape. Okay, after you choose a brush, let's say I choose the first one, then I increase my stroke width here. Let's say I put 3 maybe. I select again, I go to edit, copy, edit menu, copy or control C, and then go to edit again, you paste in front, not paste, paste in front, not control V, but control F. Okay, paste in front means it will paste exactly at the same place on top. Clear? If you choose paste, right, maybe the position will be changed. We don't want the position to change. So I go to paste in front. Then I choose another brush, another type of brush. Then I increase the stroke weight as well. Can you see the difference now?
yes.
Okay, so you get some variation. The line will be thicker a bit. All right, cool.
So how about on the top? Is it the same? On top of the panel after the stroke, right? We have uniform. Is it the same with the panel open?
What do you mean? Top?
On the next to the stroke menu, there
Next-
is a there's
uniform.
a uniform. So is it if it is related to whatever we choose from the brush library or
No. Even
Oh.
without choosing the library, you still can see all this.
okay, got it.
Okay. So since you asked, right, let's say I have a stroke. Okay, any don't do, I'm just showing only. So let's say I have a stroke like this. Okay, instead of uniform, I change the shape. Can you see this?
Okay, second.
Okay, so let's say if I increase the stroke weight. Okay, so if I duplicate this line and then I change this to another shape. You can see? All right, just instead of just a normal straight line, if I choose uniform, it is flat. Can see, right? So
Yes.
this is the thing it will do. Okay, it's nothing to do with the brush preset here.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Thanks for the question. Okay, everyone done with the frame?
Yes. Yes.
Done.
All right. Okay, now we're going to place the image over here. Okay, to place the image, we need a shape. The two shape that we created is for the frame. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to copy another line. Means select the same rectangle, you press edit, copy, okay, and then edit, paste in front one more time. So now I have 3 lines over here, correct or not?
Yes.
Okay, but now you can't see because it's overlapping. In case if I move it, right, now I can see 3. All right. Yeah, undo back. Okay, we're going to place the image inside here. Okay, whenever you create any design, right, doesn't matter any design, you need to put a very nice image. Understand? Don't go and search in Google Images, but you search from any website that provide you free images. All right, don't use Google Images search, but you go to the website that offer free images. For example, pexel.com, Unsplash, and then what else? Anyone? Any website that offer free images?
DeviantArt.
DeviantArt. I never used it. Okay.
It's
Freepik, yes.
Pisabi.
What? Wasabi?
Pizza.
Oh, Pixar Bay. Right. Pixar Bay, yes. All right. Okay, so let's say if I go to my Google, okay, let me share my screen. Where is my share? Okay, and then I go to pexels.com, pexels.com. Shutterstock, you need to pay, Rexwong, not free. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 free. Then after that, you need to pay. All right, so you go to pexels.com and then you search for related to your event, to your products, whatever. Or even if you take your own photograph also can. Make sure it is high resolution and nice. All right, lighting is very important if you are taking a product photograph. Okay, let's say for example, I want to create some, let's say car. Okay, search for car image. Okay, let's say I like this image over here. Okay, and then I go to press the download button. Okay, just click the download button. Then it will start to download at the highest resolution. Okay, or maybe something like this. Let's say I download this as well. Later I can choose. Understand?
Okay.
If you have your own image, you choose, or else you go to pexels.com or Unsplash or FreePic, whatever, you search for a high resolution image. One image enough. Related to your products or services. Let's say you are in education, then you find for some student images. Student doing assignment or whatever. Okay, student doing discussion, something like this also can. All right. Paham?
Faham.
All right. Okay, so let's say I already downloaded 3 images here. So I go back to my Illustrator. After download image, go back to Illustrator.
So you want us to put download 3?
No, 1 image only. 1 image only. All right. Okay. So after come back to Illustrator, to place the image, you go to File, and then you go to Place. File, Place, and then browse from your Downloads folder. Okay. Let's say, for example, I choose this image, let's say. Okay. After you choose your image, you see your image will be loaded to your cursor. You have to click and drag. Something like this. After you click and drag, you use your selection tool, you adjust the position, adjust the size. When you're resizing, make sure you hold your shift key and drag. Okay, this is very, 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 very important. All right, make sure the image is not distorted.
Come again, can you like?
Yes, I will repeat, no worries. Okay, again, I go to File, Place, and then I choose my image. Let's say I change my image now. Okay, and then I go to Place. Place, it will be loaded into the cursor. You have to click and drag. Click and let go also can, but the image will be very big because no resolution. Okay, so you click and drag.
At any size?
Yeah, any size doesn't matter because we're going to rescale now. Okay, after you place your image, you adjust the position and then you hold your shift key, click and drag from any one of the corner or the side. Something like this. Hold your shift key, click and drag and adjust the position again. Make sure the part that's going to be visible inside the frame is exactly overlapping, something like this. Then you can send the image to the back of the line.
Okay.
So far clear?
Clear.
The rest? So far clear? Or
Okay.
still finding for images?
Okay.
Okay, after you place your image, after you scale the image properly, then you go to Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Object, Arrange, Send to Back. Make sure you select your image, then only you send to back. If you don't select, it will not go to the back. All right. Okay, something like this. Okay, remember I already copied the line, right? Correct or not?
Why my picture blur? No, blank.
Blank. Yeah,
Blank.
mine as well. The picture at the back of everything.
Yes. Not like you, sir.
Can you share your screen?
First.
Mesti letak fill color ni dekat stroke gambar.
This one, sir.
Fill color.
Who's sharing?
Farhan.
Sorry.
Can see?
Oh
So
yes, because there is a fill color on the
Fill
box.
color.
Okay, so to remove the fill color, okay, let me share my screen. To remove the fill color, you select your rectangle shape. Okay, you click on the line or on the white color area. Then you go to your color panel. Go to your color panel, or can you see this box here, the white box and the black color line on the toolbar?
yes.
Okay, this is fill color and stroke color. If you click the stroke color, it will come to the top. If you click the fill color, it will be on top. Click on the fill color and then choose none. This white box with the red line, click none. Then it will remove for one of the shape. After you remove, right, after you choose none, you go to object, arrange, send to back. Okay, then again you deselect. Deselect means you click at the empty area outside. Again, you select the same line again. You choose none again. Again, you send to back. Okay, one more time because I have 3 lines. I need to do 3 times. So select the line again one more time. Click none. Go to object, arrange, send to back. Now I don't see my line on top. I can see my image is on top. Now select the image and then you go to object, arrange, send to back. Understand, Catherine?
I have to repeat, sorry.
Okay, can you share your screen?
It's similar to just now that one, but I
Yeah,
cannot
share your
select
screen.
it.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Share your screen.
Okay.
Finally.
Where is the share screen? Okay. I need to enlarge this. Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me go to, please allow me.
Okay.
Okay, what I said is you select the line
Okay.
and then you click none.
Okay.
Then you go to object,
Uh-huh.
object, it's not coming up. Press object
It's-
and see now. Object, arrange, send to back.
Arrange. Cannot arrange it.
Okay, never mind. Select the line again.
Uh-huh. Object. Arrange. Send to back. Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Again, click the white color box. Press
Click
none.
here.
None.
None? Where?
The white box with the red line. Just now I
this
clicked
one?
there, right? Click.
Okay.
Now okay already. Now select the image, send to back.
Select the image.
Send to back.
Is arrange. Send to back.
Yep.
Then?
Okay.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah. Your problem is you can't see the white color, right?
Okay.
You are seeing the white color, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, after you have something like this, right? We want to put okay. Just now I saw Catherine's one got only 2 lines, not 3 lines. 2 lines only, right?
I thought I got 3.
I saw 2 only. Okay, never mind. You select the line, Control C, Control F. Select the line, Control C, Control F. Okay, you select the one of the line, the top line, and then you hold your Shift key and then select the image. Select the shape, hold your Shift and then select the image. Then you go to Object, Clipping Mask, Make. Then you'll get this. Understand or not?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, sure. And do back. Okay, we have three lines. Huh?
Okay.
Can you see my 3 lines?
Yes.
Okay, I have 3 lines over here. So one of the line, I'm going to use it to trim the image. Okay, by using the clipping mask. So how to select the line? You just click on top of the shape. After select the shape, you hold your shift key and then click on the image. Hold your shift key and then click on the image. So you are selecting both, one frame and one image. Then you go to Object, Clipping Mask, Make. Shortcut is Control-7. Okay, can you do that?
Yes.
Okay, if done, after you have done this, right, you send the image to the back again. You see, I can't see my stroke fully. Can you see that? My image is sitting on top. I don't want that. I want my image to be at the back, like this.
So now my image is like bigger than the bundle, the
The frame.
frame, yeah.
Okay. Okay, hang on. Can you share your screen?
Oh, share screen.
How come the image can be bigger than the frame?
Maybe I drag too big, is it?
Never mind, you share your screen first.
Oh. Yeah. So
Send
this
to
one is
back. Send to back.
send to
Send
back again.
send to back. Select the image first. Select the image first. Click on the image inside. Click. Yes, send to back.
Send object arrange send to back.
Yep.
Still the same.
No, I don't see it bigger than the stroke.
No, I mean bigger than the frame here, the
Oh yes,
banner.
it should be bigger. It should be bigger.
Oh, okay. Because yours is not massage. So
No, mine also bigger.
Oh,
You didn't
okay.
see properly.
Okay, okay. I thought it's not.
Can you see my image? Can you see the line? Let me go nearer so that you can see clearly. Is it bigger or not?
Oh, okay, okay.
Bigger, right?
A little bit,
okay.
yes.
So this side also is clearly visible, right? It's bigger, right?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it should be bigger.
Okay.
All right. Select the line, press Shift, click the image, then go to Object Clipping Mask. Yes. How do you move the middle of the rectangle? Move the car to the middle. Control-7. Select the line, Shift, click the image, Control-7. Sam, you're not listening, Sam? All right. Okay, after done this, right, the stroke, I don't want it to be black color. Okay, so in order for you to select the stroke only, even though we have multiple lines, right, I have 2 lines, maybe you have 3 or 4 or 5. All right, so in order for you to select only the stroke, not the image, you click and drag like this. Can you see my cursor? Click and drag so that my selection, it touch all the object. Then hold your shift, click inside the image to remove the selection. Then you go to your color panel, click on the black color line, and then you change to white color. Can you see the white color? None, black and white. Click at the white color. Something like this.
Select. Can you repeat again? Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay. You click and drag everything. Can you see my cursor now? From outside the white color area, click and drag so that it touch everything. The line, the frame, and the image. Okay. After select everything, hold your shift and click again on the image to remove the image from the selection. Hold your shift and click on the image. then you can see the black color, the stroke. Click on the stroke first, then you choose white color. Click on the stroke first. First here. Can you see my cursor? Stroke.
Okay.
Click on the stroke, then you click white color.
Okay.
Catherine, can?
Sorry, where's the stroke?
Okay, done.
Where's the white color?
Can you see the color panel? Window color.
Yeah.
There's a below one. There's the black.
Okay. After done, now we're going to put the background color. Okay, I press Control 0 and then Control minus, so that I can see my entire artboard clearly. All right, I'm going to draw a big rectangle shape. Okay, so I go to rectangle tool and then I draw slightly bigger than my artboard. Something like this. Can you see my line, the blue color line?
It's very small,
Then,
the screen.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, can see.
Now I can see blue color line.
Oh,
That is my new rectangle shape.
where? Oh, at the bottom. Okay.
Can you see my blue color line?
Yes.
Can.
Slightly bigger than the artboard, correct?
Yes.
Exactly.
The whole
Okay,
thing.
just now there was a question, what is bleeding, correct? Okay, when you have a solid color, whatever design which reach until the edge, you make it slightly bigger than that. Slightly bigger than your artboard. So this is the extra, right? At the gray area, this is your bleeding. Clear? Instead of making it same size with my artboard, like this also can. But what I did, I add some bleeding, like this. Clear? Okay, then I apply with the color. Go to color panel, click at the fill color. Click at the fill color, then you choose your color from here or from the slider. Okay, then you send this big rectangle shape to the back again. Send to back. All right.
Huh?
Understand or not?
Yes.
Are you done?
Done.
Done. Okay, very good. How about the rest?
Yeah, not yet.
Done.
Then send to the back, is it?
Yeah, after you draw a big rectangle shape, you apply a color on the fill color,
Okay. Got it.
then send to the back.
Mhm.
Understand?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now what I've done is I chose a color from the image. Okay, how do I do that? Select your big rectangle shape. Select your big rectangle shape, and then you go to your eyedropper tool. Can you see the eyedropper tool? Shortcut is I. You press I in your keyboard. You press I in your keyboard, you see your cursor changes to a color picker. Your cursor
Yes.
changes to color picker, and then pick the color from your image. Faham?
Okay.
Can you do that as well?
Yes.
Right. Then change back to your selection tool. After you pick the color, change back to selection tool. If all done, please type in the chat, done.
Done.
If you have questions, please let me know. I want to see how many of you all done.
Done, sir.
4, 5.
Done.
Please type in the chat. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay lah. Farhan, okay lah. All right. Okay, right. Okay, now Okay, in my properties and layer on the left overlap each other. How do I make it like your screen separate? Okay, good question. Thank you, Rex Wong. Okay, can you see your panel? It is floating, right? Correct or not? Is it floating like this? Is it, Rex Wong? No.
No.
Okay, can share screen, please. Please share your screen, okay. Illustrator. Okay. Oh, okay, all right. You click the properties and drag it out. Drag out. Okay, let go. And then again, you click and drag. You let go when there is a blue highlight beside the layer. Okay, click and drag again. Near to the layer, yes. When there is a blue, let go. Yes, like that. Okay. If you want to put it at the top side by layer, you let go on top of the layer. Correct? Okay, noted, Ivan. Thank you. Okay, Tinagaran, can you share your screen, Tinagaran? All right. Okay, because you see your brush is missing, right? Okay, you press Control 0. Control 0. Okay, your brush is, why you undo? Okay, undo some more, Control Z. Okay, all right, now you select your red color line, select your red color line.
Okay.
You press Control C, Control F.
Control C, Control F.
Then
Okay.
shift click the image, now Control 7. Right. Okay, again, undo back.
Okay.
Okay, select your red color line. Go to
Okay.
edit, copy,
Edit,
copy.
copy,
Okay, go to edit again,
edit.
paste in front. Shift
Okay.
click the image. Control 7. Yep. Now
Okay.
send to back.
Okay. Okay.
All right, cool.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, thanks. Okay, because sometimes, right, when your keyboard doesn't work, I don't know why. For me also same, huh?
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
when you press
Sometimes.
Control C, Control F, it doesn't work. So you need to go
Okay.
to menu, copy, menu, paste in front.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, now, okay, so far any question or not?
No.
This is all right. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's say we want to put a logo or a whatever lah. Let's say logo first. Okay, if you have any logo, you can go to File, Place, and then you click and drag. And that logo must be transparent without the background. Okay, it should be a PNG image or it can be a vector file. Understand? And to remove the background, let's say you have a logo, it's a JPEG, let's say. To remove a background, you need to use Photoshop. If your logo is a simple shape, like a triangle shape or a rectangle shape or a circle shape, then you can easily remove it. Use the same method, clipping mask. Understand? Yes, no?
Yes.
Understand, sir?
All right, okay. So let's say I go to share my entire screen. Let's say I go to Google, this just for a dummy logo. Go to images. Let's say this BMW. Okay, let's say this is my logo. So I'm not sure whether it's transparent or no. I don't want this. I don't want the checker with the transparency. Okay, let's say this one, circle shape. let's say this is my logo, let's say lah. So this black color is supposed to be transparent, but it's okay, assuming this black color is one of my brand color, let's say. So I need the shape in a round shape. So let's say I just simply download the image, save image. Okay, it's a WebP image. I don't want this. Let's say I just simply copy first. Okay, don't do this. Make sure you don't copy and then paste it. I'm just showing for the demo purpose only. All right, make sure you save the image and then you place the image. That is the right way to do. Okay, let's say I place my image. I go to File, Place, let's say. Okay, I have a simple circle shape. So I need to draw the round shape and then I need to create clipping mask. So I go to Rectangle tool. I click and hold until I get my ellipse tool. And then I draw the circle shape, let's say. Okay, let's say something like this. I remove the fill color and then I put the stroke color so that I can see the shape clearly. And then I adjust the size, adjust the position. To adjust position, you can use your arrow key in your keyboard. Okay, you see the circle is not exactly circle. Can you see that?
Yes.
All right, now let's say I reduce the size, reduce the size. Okay, reduce the size. Okay, adjust the height. Slightly bigger lah. Okay, so I have a shape and I have an image at the back. So select both together, shift click, then Control 7. Okay, if it is a simple shape like this. All right, or else try to find a vector file or a PNG file and then you place your logo. Clear? Okay, now let's say you already put logo. Assuming you already put logo, we want to put the text right now. So to put a text, right, you go to Type tool. Can you see the T icon on the toolbar? You click the T letter and then there is two ways to type a text. One is a point type and then another one is area type. If you click and let go your mouse, you can see some text there and then you can start to type your whatever title or text that you have. Okay, so for example, I want to sell the car. Okay, let's say I have a car showroom. I want to create some banner for my visitor. Okay, and then let's say I make it bigger. I go to my selection tool, I make it bigger. I can see my text now. Change the color to white color. Make sure click at the fill color, then change to white color because my background is dark color. All right, if your background is a very bright color, then you put any dark color, maybe black or dark gray or whatever color. Make sure there is contrast. Okay, the reason you are creating your banner, not because you want to, you're creating something that you like, but you want to deliver some message. You want to show your brand. Okay, you want to show people what you are organizing, what is the event for, what are the product that you're selling. So make sure it has a high contrast so that people can easily read your text. All right, so then to change the text after I type, after I click, I haven't typed yet. After I click, I go to my selection tool and then I make it bigger. I change the color to white color. Then I'm going to type the actual text now. To type the actual text, you just double click on your text. Then you can see your cursor is there. Then you can remove curl or you can press Control A and then you can start to type your text. Jelas? Clear that? Or is it too fast?
Quite fast.
Quite fast.
So just the text.
Go to Type tool, you click on your artboard and then you go to Selection tool, you make it bigger. Hold your Shift key. Very important. Hold your Shift key and click and drag from the corner.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then let's say what text should I put here? Anyone doing car wash ke, car sales ke here? No. All right. So let's say I type something. what to put a text. Foreigner. Any idea what to put the text? I have no idea.
Rent a car.
Huh? Rent a car. Okay lah, rent a car. Rent a car. Okay. And then after you type your text, right? Go back to your selection tool. Okay, you go to open your character panel. Okay, even if you don't open character panel, also can. Okay, let's say I close all this panel. Okay, let's say I close all this. I press Control T. Control T for character panel. Okay, you can change your font type from the control on top or from the character panel. Usually I use my character panel because you have more options here. All right, and if you want to see the full option, you double click the character panel here or click the small arrow at the side of the character. Can you see the small arrow? Double arrow? Very small. Okay, then it will expand the panel. Okay, so I'm going to change to some other font, let's say. Some thick font. Rent a car, rent a car, rent. Okay, let's say something like this. I use bra 1 regular. Okay, can you change the font first? Increase the font size, change the color to white color or dark color, depends on your background color. Okay, or even you can increase the size some more. Make sure you hold your shift key and then you drag. If done, let me know with the text. If you have no idea what to put the text, right? Or even you have idea, but maybe your idea, you're not sure whether it's good or not. What you do is you go to ChatGPT and then you type, this is my idea, give me a better suggestion.
I have a question. Like my logo that I select, right? It has a white background. So how to remove the white background?
Again, your question?
Because the logo that I select, it has a white background with the picture in front. So I want to remove the white logo. I don't know.
Is it circle shape or not?
No, it's a very well. I share screen.
Some weird shape lah. Huh? So
Yeah,
you need to use
very.
Photoshop.
Oh, I need to go to Photoshop and do first, then only I.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
You go to Photoshop, remove the background, save it as a PSD file or a PNG file, then only you place it here.
Okay, got it.
That's
Okay.
the usage of Photoshop. Whenever you create design, you need to edit the image, you use Photoshop. Then you
Okay.
bring back the image here.
Okay, got it.
Right. Siapa yang dah?
Done, sir.
Okay, to duplicate any object in Illustrator, right? You hold your alternate key or option key in Mac, click and drag the object. So I duplicated my text over here. Understand? Use your selection tool, hold your alternate key, click and drag. Okay, just to duplicate so that I don't have to choose the font again. All right, and then I reduce the font size, I put some other text. Okay, special promotion. Special promotion, 50%. Okay, something like this. Okay, and then maybe at the bottom you want to put your number, or you want to put on top also can. All right, so something like this. So the text is up to you, whatever text you want to put. And make sure don't put all the text as same setting. All right, so let's say I put a number lah. So let's say now 0, 1, blah blah blah. Okay, something like this. And when you're having more than one text, right? So each text you try to differentiate. Okay, for example, this font type, it only has regular. So I need to change to a different font type. Okay, let's say I choose a Roboto, the simplest one. Okay, we have a light, we have a medium, regular, bold, black. Okay, so let's say I choose a very thin type font. Okay, something like this. And this one maybe also change to Roboto, and then I use black, let's say. Okay, and after you put all your text and design, right, you feel like your text is too much at the bottom. All right, so what you can do is you can move your title up. You can select your image and the frame together, and then you move it up. To select the image and the frame together, you just simply click and drag from outside, shift click the background color to remove selection, then you press your up arrow key in your keyboard. Okay, something like this. Then you can move up your text at the bottom. Understand, huh?
How to remove press shift?
Select semua, hold shift key and then click again to remove from the selection. Okay, I told you guys 9 o'clock, right? Why nobody reminded me?
All focus.
Focus. All right, focus. Yeah, sometimes, right, when there is a lunch hour, when I say, okay, now everybody go for lunch, nobody will stand up, you know? They will focus looking at the screen. Okay, done everyone?
So, what if kalau kita nak letak macam shadow dalam tulisan macam ni?
Shadow where?
Inside
Where
the
do you want to put? Inside the
font.
font. Okay. So let's say, for example, okay, so this one, my color is dark color. Okay. Let's say my background also bright. Okay. So let's say brighter a bit. Contoh, something like this. And then it's, you see, my background also bright, text also quite bright. So I need to put shadow to make the text clearer. All right. So I select my text. Okay, Farhan, I'll show shortly. You go to effects, you go to stylize, and then you go to drop shadow. Select your text, go to effects, stylize, and drop shadow. Okay, then you adjust the X and Y offset, the blurriness, the opacity. Okay, offset means the distance. Offset is distance dalam arah X, horizontal ataupun vertical. Right? And then the blurriness kat bawah. So this one naik, reduce, okay, something like this, and then adjust the blurriness. Clear? Then click OK. Okay, when you put drop shadow, right? Can we drag the shadow angle? No, cannot drag. You need to change the value, the X and Y value. Okay. And if you want to edit the shadow now, you need to select your text layer. You need to go to Window and then go to appearance. Window menu, appearance. You need to click at here, drop shadow. Then only you can edit. You cannot go and apply another shadow. All right. Window, appearance. You will see drop shadow. Click the drop shadow and then you adjust the value. Then you click OK. Okay. Farhan, why the font size only 72? You need to type the font or you need to press up arrow key in your keyboard. Select your text, go to character panel, click at the number 72, you press up arrow key in your keyboard. It will increase. Okay, you cannot choose from the drop down menu here. Here it only shows 72. Understand?
Yes, yes, I see.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, any other question? Any other question?
Kalau macam ada setengah font dia orang letak detail macam apa nak kata, macam tulis font dekat logo Mountain Dew, dia macam ada warna putih kat dalam tulisan dia tu. Itu kita panggil apa?
Oh, ini.
Bukan.
Ini ke? Bukan.
Bukan. Cuba
Ini bukan Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
Pitch Black.
Penunggu tu. PITCH. Tu bawah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ini kan?
The white thing on the.
Oh, okay. Yang ini kena manually create
Oh, manually
Okay, so how you can create this? Okay, so let's say I open this. Okay, let's say you not create something like this. All right, so what you do here, so let me show you. So let me remove the drop shadow. Okay, let's say I put some whatever color. Say I letak other color. Contohlah, white is very light. Okay, because of my background. Okay. Oh, sorry, my mistake. Because I'm using a CMYK, right? But then I'm adjusting the RGB. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I need to adjust the CMYK baru dapat dia cerah. Okay, let's say something like this. Okay, and then I want to put the white color ataupun white color stroke ataupun the line. So what I do here, okay, this is just for your info. Okay, I select my text, I make a copy of the text, I go to edit, copy, edit, paste in front, and then I go to type, create outline. Okay, it will become a shape. All right, and then what I do, I move using my arrow key. Nampak tak? I'm moving to the down and to right hand side a bit. Okay, number one. And then again, I go to edit, copy, edit, paste in front. Okay, and then I move again. And this one, I'm going to change the color so that I can see clearly. Something like this. Nampak tak dekat sini? Okay, dia ada 3. Original, kemudian yang duplicate, another duplicate. So let's say this one also I change the color a bit. Okay, let's say something like this. So maybe this one I move a bit up. This one I move a bit. So these two object, right? This magenta and this cyan color is actually created outline. Okay, I select these two objects, the magenta and the blue color on top. I go to window and then I go to pathfinder. I minus front. Oops, tak boleh. Because there is a lot of objects, so you can't do this. So let me just ungroup this. Or what I can do here, another option is I can go to shape builder tool. Okay, so let's say I select both objects, then I go to shape builder tool. Over here, okay, and then hold the alternate key, click and drag to remove. Hold the alternate key, click and drag to remove. Oops. Did I select the wrong one? Yeah, I supposed to have the only the magenta color. Huh? So click and drag, something like this. All right, and then click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. Okay, let's say I remove first. Leave only the magenta color. Alternate, click and drag. Okay, now all the magenta is there. Okay, so here also remove. And then I apply with white color. Okay, so let's say I choose white color, something like this. I can't see white color. Okay, sometimes you see some of the object I didn't remove. So shape builder tool and then remove. Nampak tak? Something like this. And then you still need to remove all the extra here. Nampak? Okay, all the extra. So what I do, again, I select the blue color text. I go to Control C to copy. Okay, and then Control F to paste in front. And then Control Shift O to make it outline. And then what I do, I move this up. Nampak? And then I move it to the left hand side. Okay, Shift select with the white color. Okay, and then go to Shape Builder tool again, and then you remove all the extra. Faham tak? Okay, remove the extra. Remove, and here remove. Of course, dia ambil masa sikit lah. But still can be done. Remove it. And remove. Is it all done? Okay, after remove, right? Okay, so here got a bit more. Okay, done. Okay, after remove, you delete back your blue color. The one you just copy, delete. Nampak? Is it something like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, something like this lah. Not exactly, but similar. Okay, did I answer your question?
Okay, understand.
Alright, cool, great. Okay, so of course, yang ini, okay, because my background color is dark color, right? So what I also can do is I can select the original text, and then I go to my appearance panel. Okay, my appearance panel is here. Okay, what I do here, I can add, one is I can add stroke. I can go to my color panel, click by the stroke color, and then I choose white color, let's say, or even lighter blue, for example. And then I can increase the stroke, something like this. Okay, or I can also, let's say I remove my stroke, I go to my appearance panel, I click at new fill over here, and then this color I need to change back, change back to whatever color that you chosen earlier. Okay, let's say something like this, and then create another fill, dual fill. The one at the bottom fill, you click the FX, and then you go to path, and then you offset path. Make it bigger a bit. Okay, so of course not very big. So you need to key in manually lah, 0.05 ke, and then change the color. Click OK first, change the color to a whatever other color. Nampak? So here we didn't use stroke, but we use fill and then we offset the fill. Offset the path for the fill. Okay. And here, sometimes you'll get some error. So you need to change from meter to round sometimes for the corners. Okay, so this one 0.08. Okay, clear? So when you do that, it will be easier for you to read the text. Okay, so Mountain Dew. Come back to Mountain Dew. Okay, dia letak hitam belakang. Hitam belakang, but then the red is very bright and then the blue color is very bright. Okay. Can everyone? Are you guys done with your banner, with all your text?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, before I proceed, now 9:35, before I proceed, I would like you to turn on your camera so that I can take a screenshot. Okay, sebelum semua balik. Alright, can you please turn on your cameras now? Create new one, own font. Tak, 2 orang je. Oh, okay, I can see another screen. Alright, sorry. Hi Nanda.
Hello, brother.
Okay, alright. So semua malu-malu. Alright, never mind. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, yang tak ada, don't worry. Okay, ready? Okay, tunggu sekejap. Dia ada banyak screen. 1, 2, 3, ready. Wait. Okay, again, hang on. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Again, one more. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let me take screenshot. Ada yang tak ada gambar. Okay, done. Alright, so thank you so much. So you can turn off. Okay, let me share again. So any other question that you have?
No.
Okay, tak ada soalan. Kalau tak ada soalan, okay, let's say the background here, I don't want to put a solid color like this. Okay, I want to put a gradient color. So what you do is, you go to Window, and then you open your gradient panel. Okay, open the gradient panel, select your color, and then click at this black and white gradient. Select your background rectangle, click at this gradient color. It will apply with the default black and white. Then you go to the white color here, double click, and then you change the color. The black color, double click, and then you change to some other color. Let's say I choose cyan, magenta. Okay, so maybe bluish a bit, yellow a bit, dark a bit. And then you also can change the angle to 90 degrees, or you can reverse the color as well. Okay. Dapat tak gradient?
Right.
Okay, Shazwana, thank you for your question. So usually, right, okay, for large format printing, okay, it's any printing lah. Any printing, it's better if you give it in after you create outline for the font, and also you embed the image. Okay, it's better. But for large format printing, right, they don't actually open the file in Illustrator, but they will just open the PDF file. Okay, if you're submitting PDF file, you don't have to create outline or even embed file. But it is recommended you outline and embed the image. Okay, Sadwana? Right. Is it possible to have a copy of the recording for review? Yes, yes. I'll be giving the recorded video. How do I use the existing background color for the gradient? Okay, good question here, Rex Wong. Thank you. Okay, how do I use the color from the image for the gradient? So select the round shape over here, the first color. Can you see there is a color picker? Click the color picker and then pick from your image. select the circle here, pick the color picker, and then choose your color from your image. Nampak? Can? At your gradient panel, click the circle, click the color picker, and then pick the color. Select the circle, pick the color, choose the color picker, and then you pick the color. That's it. Then you can reverse the gradient or change the angle of the gradient. Right? Any other question? Okay. Okay, the video recording will be shared by email. Take 5. It's already almost 10 o'clock.
Sir, saya nak tanya tapi lari sikit lah daripada ni.
Boleh.
Hari tu saya buat multiple artboard dalam 15
Multiple apa? Artboard. Okay.
Tu after save, then bila nak buka balik dia kata ada something missing and dia tunjuk the first artboard saja. Artboard lain tak ada.
That means file dia corrupted kot. Berapa artboard you buat?
15.
50.
15 design tu yang keluarin satu je.
15 ke 50?
15.
15. Design apa tu? Kecil ke besar?
A4.
A4. 15. Okay. Untuk katalog. Alright. Okay, try to avoid this. Jangan guna banyak artboard sebab compare to InDesign. Okay, ada pakai InDesign tak?
Ada lagi. Ada
lagi. Okay, I highly recommend you explore InDesign. Alright, InDesign is very light in terms of when you ada banyak pages. Okay, and compared to Illustrator, dia sangat berat. Buat satu design pun dah berat. Lepas tu you nak letak 15 design dalam satu file. So, high chances for it to corrupt. Alright.
Esok kelas InDesign kan?
Ya, betul.
Saya ada bagi sekali dia punya tu tak? Software.
Software I tak supply, so sorry. Alright.
Okay.
Okay, you try to download trial ke, and then pandai-pandai lah, carilah.
Kalau saya small, kecilkan canvas dia, macam dari A3 kepada A5 or B, size kecil lagi lah. Kini dia possibility untuk corrupt tu ada tak?
Okay, it's still the same. It's still the same. Contoh, for example, I created this banner's design. Okay, the banner file size, if I save this file, it will be depending. One is from the size itself, another one is from the image yang kita guna. If it is a high resolution image, still file dia akan besar walaupun we reduce your artboard size.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, so you have to use a lower res punya gambar.
Okay.
Alright. If let's say you are creating some artwork in Illustrator for A4 size or A3 size or A5 size, okay, when you place the image, right, if you want to know the exact size of the image, what you do is you open your image in Photoshop, you go to image size, you change the resolution to 300, and then the size of the image, go to image size, uncheck the resample first. Dalam Photoshop, go to image size, uncheck the resample, then change the resolution to 300. Then you will get the actual size of the image. Okay, so if the image is very big, let's say you are doing A5 size. If let's say when you place the image is very big, then that means you need to make it smaller in Photoshop. Right? Okay. Because it's unnecessarily will take a lot of space, your memory, your file size, and then possibility for the file to corrupt and all that. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, in case if you are planning to explore further in Illustrator, okay, I will highly recommend you to explore all these tools over here. Okay, so easy way to learn, right? You find the name of the tool and then you go to YouTube, you search how to use magic wand in Illustrator, and then how to use whatever pen tool in Illustrator, you search. Okay, so each of the tool definitely got somebody will create a tutorial for that, a short one. All right, so that's how you actually learn step by step. Okay, and not necessarily you have to learn everything, all the tools. No, the most important will be the pen tool and how to use all this, the polygon tool, the shape tools, very important, and how to apply gradient. Okay, gradient got many gradient here. There is a linear gradient, radial gradient, and then freeform gradient. Can you see that? Okay, so you found out how to use all this. Okay, so that you can modify, number one. And then the pen tool, why the pen tool is very important, so that you can create some free form shape. For example, instead of straight line over here, if I know how to use my pen tool, I can create some custom shape. Let's say I use my direct selection tool. Okay, let's say this is, I go to plus to add anchor point, and then I use my direct selection tool, and then I move this. All right, and then I can make it curvy. For example, just now you asked how to, make it curvy, right? Okay, something like this. I use my add anchor point tool under the pen tool, and then I use my direct selection tool. I can click and drag, and then I use my convert point tool, and then I make it curvy. Something like this, let's say. So this one, let's say I remove the first frame. This one, I release my clipping mask. Okay, and then again, I copy the frame here, Control C, Control F, 2 times. And then Control 7. Nampak? All right, and this image should be at the back. And there is 2 lines here, because I copied 2 times. I can go back to my brush library, go to artistic, I choose any one of this effect, so that I get some variation over here. All right, and then I adjust my stroke width. Jelas? Jelas tak? Sama degree, okay. Thanks for the question, Madiawati. Okay, to release the clipping mask, right? Okay, you select the image, you go to object, clipping mask, release. Shortcut dia Control Alternate 7. So I press shortcut just now. Okay. All right. Okay, how to sengitkan dia punya text dia to follow the you want the curvy shape ataupun yang straight line? Text dia you nak curvy ke atau straight? Okay, terus Rex Wong, curvy ya. Alright. Okay, so let's say curvy. What you do is you select the curvy frame over here. You make a copy of it. Control C, Control F. Then you go to your type tool. Okay, because this one got custom design, so I cannot modify this. So I need to type a new one. Okay, when I bring my cursor here, can you see my cursor changes? Now it's a rectangle shape or a square shape. When I bring it over here, it becomes circle shape. Can you see my cursor? Square, circle, square, circle. Can you see or not?
Can, sir, can.
Okay, so circle means it will type inside the frame, not on the line. All right, so you have to click and hold your pencil, your type tool. You go to type on a path tool. Okay, click and hold your type tool, go to type on a path tool. Then only you click on the line over here. And then you type your text, rent a car. Okay, where is my text? Can't see. Okay, it's down there somewhere. Okay, so let's say I increase my font size. And then change the font. Okay, let's say something like this. Okay, I can't see my text right now. It's okay. And then I select my text and then I bring it forward. Rent a car, but it's down there, right? So can you see there is a one straight line over here? Blue color line.
Yes.
Okay, you click and drag that blue color line so that you bring it up here. Where is that? Here. Okay, after done, you adjust your size or whatever, and then you move it up. Use your selection tool, you move it up. Then you change your color also. Jelas? So this one, let's say I remove this. Something like this. I create new layer, I paste in front. Understand or not? Draw your curvy line. Okay, how to draw the curvy line again? All right. So let's say you have a straight line. Let's say I start with a rectangle shape. Let me close all this. Okay, I already closed it. Okay, let's say I go to draw a rectangle shape. Where is my rectangle? Sorry, my layer is locked. Okay, draw a rectangle shape. Right, and then I go to pen tool. There is a pen tool, right? Click and hold the pen tool. You will see add anchor point tool. Okay, click at add anchor point tool. You click somewhere in the middle here. There is another anchor point has been added. At the bottom also, I add another anchor point. So 1, 2 extra, right? Then go to direct selection tool. Let's say I move the 2 points over here. So make sure I don't select extra. Select these 2 points and then I'm going to move it down. Example lah. Okay, let's say this one I'm going to move it up, let's say. Then this points here, right, will be our point for us to make it curvy. So to make it curvy, you go to pen tool again, click and hold, you go to anchor point tool. Okay, shortcut is Shift C. Okay, go to anchor point tool and you click and drag at this point here. All right, click and drag. When you drag, right, 2 important things. The direction that you drag and the length of the handle. Can you see there is 2 handles right now? Okay, the length of the handle also important. Then to adjust the shape again, you go to direct selection tool. Then let's say maybe I want to move this up, and then maybe I want to move this up. Okay, maybe this one I want to bring it down. Maybe I want to adjust the handle using the direct selection tool. Clear? And I can duplicate this. I can apply with different colors. So let's say I select all this. It's selected. I don't know. Select the next one, make it darker. Select the next one, more darker. Select the next one, much more darker. Contoh lah. Boleh? And this one I bring it top. And then my logo, bring it to the top. And I put it over here. Can? Understand or not? Why so quiet? Why everyone so quiet? Okay, any other question? Any other question? Okay, I think Mariawati's question is to get a straight line. Text should follow as a straight line. Okay, you need to distort the shape. Okay, for example, let's say I have a text and then I want to make it sengit or whatever. You can select your text, you can go to object and then you go to envelope distort. Okay, there is few options here. Make with warp and then make with mesh, make with top object. And then there is envelope option here. Okay, for example, if I go to make with the warp here, okay, you can see there is more option, style. You want an arc shape or whatever shape, you can do this. All right, so one option. Another option will be you can draw a shape. For example, let's say on top of this text, right, I draw a rectangle shape and then I use my direct selection tool. I make it sengit a bit. Okay, then I select both objects together. Let's say I turunkan bawah sikit. Then I go to object and then envelope distort, make with top object. Nampak? It will follow the shape. Okay, so let's say more extreme position. Okay, let's say something like this. Okay, I put it on top, shift select with the text, and then go to object, and then go to envelope distort, and then make with top object. You see, sometimes when the shape is extreme, like this one is quite extreme, so it will become like this. So you have to adjust first. All right, so if I try to move, see whether it can move or not. Oh, sorry, I missed out. Okay, so you have to be careful. So let me just undo back. Okay, so let's say I try to reduce the size a bit. Shift select, and then again, and then go to, still cannot. So this one you have to play around a bit. Okay, so this is one option. Another option will be you try to create outline first, then try it again. All right, so let's say I create outline one time, Control Shift O, and this one select, go to object again, distort again, make it top object again, still the same. All right. So one is either you rotate or whatever, or you draw the line first, then you type on the path, or you create an object and then you distort with the top object. All right. And this one you can apply a curvy shape also. Okay, let's say example saja, something like this. You select both and then you go to make with top object. Faham? Any other question? No question. Okay, if no question, I will give you the link for you to submit the form. Okay, please do submit. Okay, by tomorrow night, I will send you guys the video. All right, so let me get my link first. Okay, one more thing before I forget. Let me share the this link. Okay, you guys registered for this course, right? Using a link, correct? From Facebook or from whatever link somebody shared, right? So can you see in the chat box, I put in a link for the Facebook post again. Okay, so you help me to share to whatever context, whatever social media that you have. Okay, Arina, I'll come back to you again. Okay, so the link is for the Facebook post so that more people can register. Please help me to share out the link. All right, the post link. That's number one. And number two, link for you guys to submit for today. Okay. So the form, please fill up the form. Okay, in case for the Facebook post, right? I got an image over here. Let me share my image. Okay, in case since you guys are using okay, you can submit as a JPEG or a PNG. All right, no need to submit your what we call AI file.
Work file.
Okay, hang on, I'll come back to that. When you want to export, right? Okay, so make sure you export as PSD when you want to send for printing. Okay, so let me share again one more time. Since you want to submit, right? So you go to File, and then you go to Save As. Okay, go to File, Save As, and then Save As type you change to PDF. This one is for printing. One copy you save it as AI file, that is for yourself. Another one is for you to send for printing, or even if you want to submit, you can use the PDF, and then you go to Save, then you will get a PDF option. In the PDF option, right, you choose Press Quality. Adobe PDF preset, you change to press quality, number 1. And number 2, you double check your compression over here. Okay, the compression, you don't have to give 300, no need. 150 will do. If you have a billboard size or a very big hall backdrop, let's say, you can change this to 100 also can. All right, that's 1. And then marks and bleed, you don't have to give. If you want to put also can, nothing wrong with that. Okay, then you save. Or you just choose the press quality and then you save PDF, also can, nothing wrong with that. In case if your file is very big, then only you change the compression to 100 or 150. Okay, so your PDF is ready. You can submit to the link or you can send for printing also. Any question on the sending for printing? Okay, Arina Khamis baru masuk ke? Arina Khamis baru masuk ke? Okay, if you have an image, right, Arina Khamis, take a look here. If you have an image, okay, and then you want to put it inside a circle or whatever shape, you draw the shape first. Let's say I have a circle shape like this. Select both image and the shape. You go to Object, Clipping Mask, Make. So the image will be inside the shape. Faham? Okay, Muhammad Amirul, and for the rest, okay, this session is being recorded. I will share the recorded video by tomorrow night by email. Oh, okay, all right. Thanks. Sorry, my mistake. Salah faham. Okay, so let's say the extra, right? Okay, you want to know the extra remove, right? So I already saved it as a PDF, correct? If I go to, where did I save it? Okay, this is the one. Can you see my PDF file?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so PDF, when you say PDF, it will not show your extra parts over here, number 1. Let's say you still want to, nak nampak kemas, you want to look very neat. Okay, you still want to remove, let's say. Okay, so what you do, you select everything. Everything means Control A. And then you group it. Control G to group. Okay, Control A, Control G to group it. After that, you create one rectangle shape, same size with your artboard size. Do you remember your artboard size? 24 by
60.
60. Okay, so you go to your rectangle tool, you just simply click and let go your mouse. You type 24 by 60. You will get a rectangle shape. And this rectangle should be exactly same position with the artboard, right? So can you see on top here, there is a align option. The second one, horizontal align center. And then the second last here, vertical align center. You align it to the center, select everything again, clipping mask. Okay, I think I missed out this object because it is locked. So let me just undo back, unlock back. Okay, I need to remove this object. I group it together and then I select everything again, Control 7. Nampak? Usually when you download a template or whatever from freepik.com, it will be cropped like this because there is a clipping mask. So you have to release the clipping mask. Select your object, go to Object, Clipping Mask, Release. Baru nampak the whole thing. Faham? Faham tak semua? Okay, alright. Okay, cool. Okay, for the form, you're unable to submit the PDF, right? Okay, let me change the form. So sorry about that. Okay, for those who managed to submit, very good. Give me 1 minute. Can you please refresh the form and then try to upload your PDF again? Okay, done, submit. Okay, in case if you want to export this as a JPEG or a PNG, you go to File, and then you go to export for screen. Okay, and then you can choose PNG or a JPEG. Then you click OK, export artboard. Okay, so thank you so much. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you've done your own banner now. All right, for those who are already familiar with the Illustrator, if you have any question, you still may ask. Or tomorrow we will have a InDesign class. All right. All right, so thank you so much. See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. See you tomorrow. Good
All
night.
right, thank you. Bye. Bye,
Thank
Sumadi.
you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye, Nanda. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Okay, guys. Thank you, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye, everyone. I'm going to end the session.